Hey everybody, happy Monday. Feliz lunes. Feliz segunda-feira. Well, I hope all of you out there had a great weekend. I hope you have a great week ahead. And if you got today off, awesome. Hope you're enjoying your time off from work as well. Maybe having a good day to yourself or getting some other stuff done, catching up on things, whatever. So today, deadlift day. Deadlift intensity day. So I was doing ramping sets of 5 per my usual kind of prescription, and got to 380. That went fine. Then I put on another 20 pounds. It was up 400. I pulled one and I said, that's enough. It was heavy enough to say I don't really want to keep going. Still feeling some of the fatigue from last week. I did a lot of work last Friday, so that's not quite dissipated. No reason to kind of belabor the point. And then I knew I was going to do something else afterwards. So pulled the 400 once. That was enough. And then move on from there. So what did I move on to? Well, some guys on the forum were talking about upright rows. Shout out to Dan, who's on the forum. Again, a great guy in terms of just keeping the conversation going and keeping people engaged in the training log section. So I said, well, I haven't done any upright rows in a long time. Let me give them a shot. And then I was reminded rather quickly that my shoulders hate upright rows. So I've got slap tears, or I've had a slap tear repaired in this shoulder, and I have a slap tear in my right shoulder. So just anything on the interior of my shoulder kind of just hurts. So you just have to kind of be careful with it. So the upright rows, when I was doing light, they just started to, and it wasn't like the worst pain ever, but I'm like, it's not going to get any better. So then I just started doing shrugs, because why not? Kind of at the same time here in my own little universe, guys on the forum are chattering away about upright rows. Then on one of the subreddits, I see guys talking about how to develop traps, and upright rows are there too, along with shrugs, and then also overhead press, which I agree with all of those. All great exercises to put some meat on the traps. So so what the heck, I haven't done shrugs, just like strictly shrugs off the rack in a while. So started doing those. Got up to, decent weights, doing, sets of 315 for 5. I did 3 sets there. No straps, just double overhand. That was nice, working the shrugs. Then I went to 405, got 5 there. 455, got 5. And then finally 495 for 5. And, my ROM was like this much. I think the key with shrugs and why heavy shrugs work so well is because you pick the weight up and your traps are already quite extended, and they're just under tension all the time. Even though you're not maybe executing full ROM, what your shoulders can actually do, you're just doing like this little, like almost like breathing kind of range of motion. Still seems to work. Shrugs are one of those things that they're very simple. They are relatively easy to execute. They don't require any fancy equipment, but work well at doing what they need to do, which is putting meat on your upper back, and they just require you to do it relatively heavy. So about all I have for today. I need to get to my accessories and get it done so I can get out of the garage, get inside where it's warm, and maybe do a whole bunch of nothing for the rest of the day, or maybe catch up on some chores I've been leaving, letting them lag behind, so to speak. So again, hope all of you out there have a great week ahead. Hope you get all your goals. Hope things work out well for you. I'm hoping the same for myself. Hoping things kind of the trajectory starts going up from here. We'll see how things go, and stay safe and do the best you can. All right, peace.